Werewolves. It's a full moon. You know what that means?
What do you mean?
It means werewolves.
Oh!
Thank you, Mr. Malfoy.
Hello and welcome back to Real World Magic, where we make your life more magical. My name is Neil Trigger, I'm going to be your host, and today we'll be talking about werewolves. The werewolf is the scary beast, and truth be told, I had a recurring nightmare about one particular werewolf as a kid. I think it was a weird amalgamation of American Werewolf in London and the Servant of the Nothing from the Never-Ending Story. Okay, don't laugh. So what are werewolves? Well, Hermione Granger said it best in Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban.
An animagus is a wizard who elects to turn into an animal. A werewolf has no choice. With each full moon, when he transforms, he no longer remembers who he is. He'd kill his best friend if he crossed his path. Furthermore, the werewolf only responds to the call of its own kind.
So the werewolf can't change into an animal by choice, but beyond that, the werewolf changes into a kind of wolf at the full moon. The word werewolf comes from the Anglo-Saxon word meaning man, and obviously wolf. Therefore, a werewolf is a man-wolf. Reports of werewolves date back a very long way, and they can vary quite a lot too. They could simply be people who change into wolves, all the way through to horrifying humanoid monsters. In fact, the werewolf of Bedburg took the weirdness to another level. Peter Stumpf lived in Germany according to the pamphlet that was circulated around London in 1590, and according to that pamphlet, Stumpf had from his youth a tendency towards evil. He's said to have made a deal with the devil so that he would be able to be the unknowing executioner of any bloody enterprise that he had intended. In other words, he would be able to kill people but not know about it. So the devil gave him a magic belt. Yes, a magic belt that could turn him into a werewolf whenever he wanted. When he was captured, he told of the deal with the devil, the magic belt that turned him into a wolf, confessed to incest with his daughter, killing and eating his son, multiple other murders and cannibalism. He was convicted and subsequently executed on Halloween in 1589. Ugh. That's pretty horrible, but what about turning into a werewolf at the full moon? Where did that come from? Without a magic belt, is there anything in it? Well, there's actually a lot to be said about the full moon. There are studies out there that say that animal bites increase during a full moon, and weirdly, in the southern hemisphere, they peak at the new moon instead. So perhaps a werewolf attack in Australia needs a new moon. That is to say, no visible moon at all. That's weird.
G'day, mate. Mind if I bite ya?
Who said that? So how do you turn into a werewolf? Well, traditional lycanthropy, that's a fancy term for werewolfing, needs some kind of infection from an alpha werewolf. This alpha is like the granddaddy of all werewolves.
Grr, arg. I'm a grandpa wolf. Fear me and my dentures.
Apparently, if you kill the alpha, you kill the entire bloodline. So all the daddy and kiddie and cousin wolves too. They just keel over right there in their creche or something, I don't know. So werewolves transform into wolves, and the human who is inflicted with the bite or scratch from the werewolf doesn't even know that they turn into a crazed animal, and they can be killed by killing their alpha. So how does one kill an alpha, a werewolf? Well, I guess the human part can be killed just like any human. Getting hit by a bus is fairly effective. I don't think I've seen any accounts of dead humans turning into werewolves though. That's more of a vampire thing. I'm recording a video on vampires, and when it's done I'll link to it up here. But what about killing a fully transformed werewolf? Well, that's where silver bullets come in. Silver is pretty effective at killing werewolves and vampires alike, and silver bullets are apparently really good at killing werewolves. Of course, there are theories that say that werewolves are just nasty humans, acting in brutish and wild ways, and perhaps that's true. After all, a silver bullet would also kill any human, not just the wolf. Thanks very much for watching, guys. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe for more of the same, and click the bell button to be notified of future uploads. Share this video with your friends, share it far and wide, and as always, stay magical.